In the shadows of the lodge, every sacrifice has a price. All right, we're going to figure out why we've got ritualistic abuse. My name is Rita Evelyn Yanez. I am a psychic medium. I am so many things. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing for some people. Not for me, it helps me. So we're going to figure out why we've got ritualistic abuse. All right. And the letter G is significant. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. The brotherhood. Do you have the right grip? Do you know the password? Somebody knows what a pig pen cipher is? Are you a traveling man? Are you a traveling man? I know what this is. I know what this is. Somebody knows the ratio. 357. Somebody owns a 357. We're not going to look yet. The ratio. The grips. Somebody knows the password, wants to know the password, thinks they know the pig pen cipher. Are you a traveling man? Or are you stuck? Are you stuck between Hakim and Boaz? You on the porch? Is that what the problem is? Is that what you were trying to solve? You wanted to come in from out of the cold, from off the porch? Holy Spirit, holy angels. Jesus is King. He is the Most High. Nothing is possible without Jesus. And with Jesus, everything is possible. Except I don't know what you're trying to come in off the porch for. Why do you have to be involved in a boys' club? Not to say that the boys' club is bad. Okay, because there are plenty of good. I like the Shriners. Okay, Boaz. Stuck at the entrance. Want to level up. Somebody. Of course, something is clandestine. Somebody's stuck on the porch. Let me think about this a little bit. A token. Are you hoodwinked? Have you been hoodwinked? Did you think you were going to hoodwink me in the collective? Maybe not. Maybe you think that people like me and the collective are the profane. I know who the profane is. And maybe you think that I'm profane, but what you don't realize is that I am not. Take that as you will. There are boys' clubs and there are girls' clubs. I don't insert myself into clubs because I belong to no club. I belong to no man. I don't seek to control and nothing controls me. I am the control. We're not going to turn that over until we get another sign here. Why the ritualistic abuse? Who are you trying to abuse? Who are you trying to control? Who you were trying to take control of? Why? For gifts? You want to take somebody's gifts? You think you can take somebody's gifts? How ridiculous of you. Ridiculous of you because we met upon the level. Know thyself. Difference is that I am circumspect, but I will not be silenced. Will this make you feel better? May the fragrance of virtue, like the sprig of acacia, bloom over the grave of every deceased brother. There was a death in somebody's family. Somebody wore an apron at a funeral. Mm-hmm. 6 of Cups in reverse. All right. Somebody thinking about the past. Somebody thinking about a woman from the past. Oh, my. Ridiculous. All right, let's see. In the past, the Chariot. Someone trying to move forward, somebody trying to move along, move up, level up. Of course, I'm going to say law enforcement. Do I look? The Star in reverse again. My. So somebody in the past wanted to move forward, wanted to level up. You know that this is going to sound like what the collective is already guessing. Thinking about the past in the present. You're in the present, aren't you? So why are you thinking about the past? There's nothing in the past for anyone. It's gone. Stepping off. I know. Don't worry, because I know. You think that I don't know, but yes, I do. Of course I do. So the Star in reverse. Somebody refuses to heal. Somebody doesn't heal, didn't heal, won't heal, doesn't get their wish come true. Florida is significant. An overweight man from Lithuania. I have to say it the way I heard it. Somebody from Lithuania is overweight. Somebody isn't. The Lithuanian is innocent, isn't he? Lithuania. Why are you dwelling on the past? We'll get to ritualistic abuse. Richard, Rita, Writ. It is written. A writ, an assignment. Okay. You know that. Okay. So as a challenge, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Is what keeps you thinking about the past, stuck in the past, stuck with the Queen of Pentacles as a challenge. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be, can be. Don't worry too much about it, you guys. Hello, collective. Okay. This could be you. This could be about you. This could be somebody that you know. This could be about somebody that you know. Somebody's in trouble. Somebody's in trouble not just spiritually, but they're in trouble physically. Somebody's physically ill. Not the Lithuanian. Oh, gosh. Okay, so I don't know the orientation. Queen of Swords. I'm going to take it the way that it turned when I turned it over. Queen of Swords in reverse looks remarkably like the Queen of Pentacles, doesn't she? Everybody has black here. Here. Okay. Try punctual abbreviation. When people get involved in things that they shouldn't, things that shouldn't happen and didn't have to happen, do. So the Queen of Swords in reverse, somebody who has it out for the Star, doesn't like the Star. The Star of David is significant. Jewish is significant. Kabbalah is significant. Elohim. Adonai Elroy. Oh, God in heaven, the Most High. The Death card. There's an end here. A transformation being resisted, but it comes and it is, and it's in the present and it's in the future. Wish fulfillment didn't happen. A long-held, cherished dream. Do you see on that Star card reverse? We've got the Savannah. Somebody is Savannah. S. Somebody's name starts with an S. S is symbolic. Symbolism. Superman. Okay. I don't know if anybody's seen the new movie. I'm not really that interested, but I think that they chose a beautiful face for that character. Reminds me of Christopher Reeves. Somebody's name is Christopher. Somebody's name is Reeves. Reeves? Okay, why the death card? You know, that spying, watching, stalking, trying to cover information, trying to keep the information from coming out. Covering. 357. 3 for the Master Mason. 5 for Fellow Craft. 7 for Entered Apprentice. Somebody's an apprentice. That's what the issue is. Somebody wants to come off the porch. Somebody is hoodwinked. Has been hoodwinked, was hoodwinked. Eyes wide shut, right? Okay. Somebody really thinks Tom Cruise is cool. All right. Scientology is significant. S. Scientology bullshit. Not hating, just stating. The porchway. Okay, so that's obvious. Lodge 7027 is significant. The number 7027 are significant. This all-seeing eye is significant. The Astrology is significant. Boy. I'm watching things on my desk just kind of move. Somebody wants to move. Somebody wants to move, but they're under the watchful gaze of the all-seeing eye. Somebody wears a badge. The badge is plastic. Could be the insignia of a particular order. Could be a decoration. Could be a military decoration. Somebody's in the military or was. Somebody likes the medal suspended on the ribbon. Somebody wears a sash. Somebody wears a collar or a bar. You know, that reminds me of the badges of the orders that are superimposed over the breast of stars, the breast stars. Somebody knows what the appendant is and the pendant. Okay, doesn't want to speak right there. You're going to speak because we're going to make you talk. I speak for you. I speak for the dead. Who's dead? Somebody tried to make somebody dead. 357. Okay, clarify the death card. There it is. 9 of Cups in reverse. Somebody didn't get their wish fulfilled right over the Queen. Let's see. I was going to call somebody else. There's the Queen of Swords. So I was thinking that was the Page of Swords. So the Queen of Pentacles is on somebody's mind. Doesn't have to be that association, but you know, of course, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Queen of Swords in reverse, a bitch. This is a terrible person. I hate to see the swords in reverse. In this case, for the personages, somebody knows who a personage is somebody really thinks that they're connected to Jesus and they're not. They severed their connection to Jesus by trying to connect to, you know, coming off the porch. But on top of the star, but that Queen of Swords would be an air sign. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a liar, a cruel person, very angry, very mean, very vindictive. Why not? Maybe that's where we get the ritualistic abuse from. Death of the wish, death of the dream, death of the 9 of Cups. It's in reverse. Very similar to the Lovers. We see a lot of the same people, both people with black hair. Somebody looking up. She would be upright to him. She's on top. That means that the male has lost power and control. All right. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. The Temperance, the Angel, balance, kindness, peace, blessings, healing. Sagittarius energy. Clarify Temperance. bridge between two worlds. Right on top of death. So clarifying the death and the Nine of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, third party energy. Definitely Lodge energy. Eastern Star. Clarifying the Three of Pentacles. Ten of Swords as the challenge. You know, I'm going to say something here. If you're the cross watcher and you know exactly what I'm talking about, the challenge is you know that there was a lot of words, but no substance. Maybe somebody tried to sacrifice the Queen of Pentacles as the temperance star, because she is the star, and now finds himself the sacrifice. Did you think it was going to work any other way? All right. Clarifying the past. Didn't even get to pop out. It just gently lofted out. Because somebody came toward this Queen of Pentacles already in the Nine of Swords, which then, you know, we get the Nine of Cups in reverse. Opposite each other. The bookends to the result, not the result that our subject. The subject. Not the result that they wanted. Somebody was already in a lot of trouble, you know, like had the bows and arrows and the daggers coming at him already. What were you in trouble for? Somebody was already in trouble when he came for the Queen of Pentacles or tried to join up, team up, or use and abuse ritualistically the Queen of Pentacles, like a humiliation ritual. You could never humiliate somebody who's confident. It doesn't mean that a person isn't human and they won't feel it or sense it, but, you know, somebody who's already confident, somebody who's secure in their connection to the Most High God won't be shaken by that either. Ritualistic abuse, who cares? Embarrass me or anybody in the collective? Okay. How much control do you have if we don't give you control? Why were you in so much trouble? Nine of Swords. You know, we're not seeing any kings yet. This is a person who's hoping to level up. Let's see if it will tell us anything about who this person is, or we're going to pull it right out of them. Okay, so the Nine of Swords. Why were you in trouble before you even moved so quickly with the Chariot toward the Queen of Pentacles, the unsuspecting Queen of Pentacles, because she's looking in a different direction? What kind of trouble were you in? Ridiculous. I don't feel sorry for you. We don't feel sorry for you. Why would we? You chose this. What kind of trouble were you in? Does it have to do with the badge? Does it have to do with the Badge of Honor, Medal of Honor? The Book of Constitutions. Were you just following a rule? The rules, being told what you do, like a good boy? Good boy, do this. Because we know you're going to fail. And when you do, you are the sacrifice. You were never going to come in off the porch. And if you did, it was at your expense. You are the humiliation. Queen of Swords in reverse, humiliation. Okay, so the Nine of Swords. What were you in trouble for? There you go. What I tell you guys, look at that. You know, now we have the King of Swords. He was already challenged, didn't tell us what. Definitely not a good match, not equal to the Queen of Pentacles, who's very earthy, very loving, very warm, very kind, very loving, very generous, the quintessential mother of the deck. Because as you saw, we already had the Queen of Swords. He matched up better, not that he wanted this, with the Queen of Swords in reverse. And as a challenge, you know, I could tip him in the reverse quite easily. Maybe he was on the fence. Maybe he was good once upon a time. A kind of angel that has fallen. Peter is significant. St. Peter is significant. Somebody's going to be judged. Is your name written in the book of life, the book of the Lamb? Or have you fallen so far? What did you do? Why were you in trouble? Why did you feel so much pressure? Why were you pressured? King of Swords, again, air sign, doesn't have to be. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Were you under pressure? You know, you wouldn't be under pressure on the porch. You just want to come in, all right? You want to level up. So that's not what I'm feeling. You were already under pressure from something coming before you. Did you seek for the brotherhood to protect you somehow, to make it better? Not quite. Because it's over now. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. Okay, what'd you lose? Why were you already losing before you even began to try to trick the system, the brotherhood, into winning? Did you meet anybody with Italian shoes? Were they Italian shoes? Were they alligator shoes? Alligator boots? What's going on? Why the Nine of Swords in the past? Cypher. Cindy. Ah, the Hermit. Where do I place you? It's with the Death. Still not telling me about that. Okay, so somebody who you're afraid is going to come out, somebody that you feel challenged is coming out, is on the way out, will be seen. Why don't you want the Hermit to be seen? Virgo energy, Scorpio energy. Put the Death card. What was this? Why the Nine of Swords? Come on. Show yourself. There we go. Why were you in trouble? Nine of Swords. Because of the Queen of Cups. Multiple women here. The Queen of Cups, the sweetheart. You went toward the sweetheart trying to turn her into the Queen of Pentacles, or was there already another Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, and you end up with the Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water energy. Why did you pick her? Princess of Swords. You had been spying and watching our sweetheart Queen of Cups for a very long time. Several years. Could be 10 years. And now 3 of Pentacles, 3 years have passed. Okay, so watching the Queen of Cups for about a decade. Maybe sent in by a Princess of Swords, sword energy, air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or given a kind of blessing like go there. Falcons are significant. Birds are significant. Flight is significant. This is crazy. I'm going to show you guys something. I don't really know what this insignia. Oh, fuck. Hang on a second. This cut off.